are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be marked down just outside.
In a certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Hassan Reddick in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Nifty move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Chris Watkins from 21 yards away. And they will throw. And he won't be able to get the football away. He's going to be sacked. So they're unable to add on to their lead.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. And now here comes Kansas City. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now it's Mahomes again. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. Past the 20. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Colin Saunders able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his. To try again after the sack. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before half. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So it's halftime here. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl from the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made up yards they normally wouldn't, but of course...
it's out. McKinnon fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Sanders. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. They'll turn to Sanders. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Here's Mahomes to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Steps away to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kyler Fackrell from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety.
Deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes looking middle, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On second down, here's the option. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison in steals? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Colin Saunders able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now in punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's the option play now to the left. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. It's a second down run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 6. 2:01 remaining. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. Mahomes now on first down. And the ball is knocked out. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Another run with Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get position at the least.
Mahomes will throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. They'll run with Sanders. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Once again with Sanders. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Now they're going to fake it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
This one taken just inside the 10. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of